All right, everyone, I'm at our next stop for the GoElectric Group Ride powered by Aventon. We're here in Albany, New York, on the beautiful riverfront. Look at this. We have tons of trails that we're going to be exploring and riding through today, but look how many people are here for our ride. This is so exciting. Special thanks to Aventon for letting us put this on, but also special thanks to Freewheel, the dealership out here. They actually even provided bikes for people to rent so they could join us even if they don't have an e-bike. And someone's gonna go home with an e-bike today because we're giving away an Aventon case. So one of those rental people might get pretty lucky, but let's get to the ride. It was a perfect overcast morning at the Corning Preserve dock ramps on the mighty Hudson River. Dozens of riders arrived early to sign in and enjoy a sense of community. I even got to meet some longtime viewers, some who traveled hours to join us. Good, now you're entered to win. As usual, Aventon brought plenty of exciting swag to share with riders.
Are you guys ready to ride? Let's get to riding!
Right. Yes, I love all the bike bells. All right, let's go, guys! Do it. Before I knew it, we were off to the Mohawk Hudson Trail, which is part of the 750-mile Empire State Trail that crisscrosses the whole state. I love all these bikes. This is awesome.
I've never been in this area. I'm in Falls.
Well, it seems like they've got some really great trails. I haven't either, but this is awesome. I love this.
Traveling the country?
Yes. We had 6 stops total, so this is the 5th one, but this is the first one on the East Coast.
Have you done a group ride like this before?
I'm never this big. I usually ride alone, but I ride about 40 miles a day.
Oh my God.
I got this in July, and I have July 1st, and I have 1,162 miles on it.
How's it going so far?
Great.
You having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Have you done a long e-bike ride like this before?
I have.
How about a group ride?
Never a group ride, always by myself.
What would make the group ride even better?
Stopping at the farmer's market in Troy.
It's fun. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We're right along the riverfront in these beautiful grassy areas, a bunch of big mature trees. The variety of e-bikes here is mind-blowing. We crossed the Hudson River to the town of Troy, New York. A farmer's market was underway, and we thought that would be just the place for a quick break. Once the group was assembled, we stopped for a quick photograph and some great conversation. What a charming spot. With only 15 minutes, we'd had enough time for bathroom breaks and a sampling of the event. But I'd definitely like to come back to check out more vendors and the live music. Troy hosts this every Saturday, rain or shine. One of these riders is going to win a brand new Aventon Pace. Let's go find out and see who it is.
I think we got everyone back from the ride. I think it's about time we give away this brand new Aventon Pace. All right, can I get a drum roll? Maybe like yeah, there you go, on your bike. Ring the bell. Gilbert Cruz! Yay! Congratulations, Gilbert! Come on down in front here. Let's get a picture with your brand new bike. This is your new Aventon Pace. Thank you very much. He's excited. Congratulations. Brand new Aventon Pace for you guys. Again, I want to thank you guys all for coming out to the GoElectric Group Ride here in Albany. You guys have been an awesome group. I love seeing all these different bikes that we have. But thank you guys all for the support. And again, thanks to the dealers. Thank you, Aventon, for putting this event on. Hopefully we can come next year and do this all over again. That's right, go electric!
All right, well, that was a fantastic ride throughout Albany. Thank you so much, Matt, for taking us through and showing us an exciting place. But man, the community that you have, that you brought together was pretty impressive. I had to see this shop.
Yes, probably the number one comment we get when people come in is, I had no idea you were here, because it's kind of a hole in the wall. If you come from outside, it doesn't really look like there's a bike shop here.
Sure.
But that kind of works to our advantage sometimes, because we get really busy with service. We do a ton of service on e-bikes and other bikes. So, you know, it's been working for us pretty well. We've been in this location for 1 year, yeah.
How did you get into e-bikes? Because that is quite the niche.
So I have to shout out my dad, actually. My dad is an engineer, and he actually started a company making small electric farm equipment that runs off of, yeah, a lot of the same stuff that is in e-bikes, so that he used hub motors and lithium batteries to power them. And so I had done the bike repair service for a year, and I knew that the e-bike market was super strong. A lot of people were asking about it. Nobody around here did it, and so over a summer or vacation, I did a conversion kit at the house, and I was like, this is not actually as complicated as people give it credit for. And so we just started taking in e-bike service. And it has just been non-stop rolling. So we've gotten very good at it. We've built out our tooling and our expertise. So people ask if we can fix the bikes when they come in. Like you said, that's a number one priority for people. And soup to nuts, anything that can be fixed on an e-bike, except for battery repair, we can and will do. We do that stuff all the time. That's kind of our secret sauce, I would say, actually.
That's incredible, because
Yeah.
I do know of some dealers in particular that will kind of make sure that you buy a specific bike from them and they can do the work on that.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying that if people in this area in Albany, New York want to have any kind of e-bike service, that you can do that? Or are you restrictive on?
We are very open about the brands that we work on. I prefer working on stuff that we sell because it's a hell of a lot easier. But we have very few restrictions on what we will work on.
Now, while we're on the topic of being in New York and battery concerns,
Yeah.
what is your take on the regulations of having UL certified batteries?
The brands that we sell, obviously, they're all UL certified batteries. They have high safety standards. Some of the things that we work on make me a little bit more nervous, to be honest. But it's a little bit beyond me to figure out what the correct legal landscape is. I used to work in the state senate, actually.
Oh, wow.
Before I did this, and they passed the current e-bike legislative landscape that's in place. But not a lot of that is related to batteries. So I'll leave it to greater minds than me, but I think the enforcement is kind of where it needs to catch up also. Because the law can say one thing, but if it's not actually enforceable on the road, then that's not really worth a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have, it seems like, a lot of customers that buy Aventon bikes because we noticed today at the ride that they were everywhere and all different styles. So what would you say the most favorite thing about Aventon bikes your customers enjoy?
From the customer's perspective, it's like a mix of reliability and quality to price ratio. I usually, my analog is, they're like the Honda of the e-bike world to me, right? Like it's just consistent, it's gonna work. And most people don't need the, the Mercedes or the whatever BMW, like higher tier stuff, because it really, like, that quality level is kind of all you need for most customers, I notice. So,
yep.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with you. Well, before I go, I want to talk about events, because that was a blast of a ride that we had today, and I saw a lot of places that I wasn't expecting to see, because I haven't really been into Albany like that before. The trails were stunning.
Albany has slept on.
I would say so.
Yeah.
So if people do have bikes or are looking to get a bike, what are the opportunities for them to go riding?
So one thing you might have noticed about the ride is it's very focused on the bike path. Albany, like, we do need better infrastructure in New York generally, and in Albany, in the capital area, which is like, I think public officials are working on that kind of thing. But the bike paths are beautiful. We are actually at the crossroads of the Empire State Trail. So there's the north-south section that goes from New York City all the way up to Canada. And then the east-west section that goes from Albany to Buffalo. The Erie Canal Path is very popular. So that bike network, it does take a little bit more time to learn the local roads and streets. Albany Bicycling Coalition has a fantastic bike map of the most bikeable streets that you can be on. And then I would say the other good way to explore is if you can get with a group of people and do some group riding. You feel so much safer on the road, even with 5, 6 people. Cars just treat you differently. So Albany Social Cycling every Thursday at 6:30. We leave from Washington Park. And we just do like a casual paced 12 to 18 miles, I would say, is kind of the average. It's a no drop ride. There's no entry fee. There's no sign up. You kind of just show up and go. And that's been, honestly, it's such a good time. Like, I love the fact that social cycling has kind of, had a little bit of a following now, and these gorgeous hats that we have.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's been great, and I think people appreciate having an opportunity to be on the road and feel safe and have fun with it, honestly.
For sure, and I would say the community is probably my favorite element of it, and it really showed today with all the people that showed up, not only in support of your bike shop, but also in support of Aventon and my viewers, so thank you guys.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your time, Matt, and you
thank you.
really showed us. I was so surprised about how
like I said, Albany is slept on. Yes,
really
Albany,
is.
like, there are places to ride. You just gotta maybe have a little bit of local knowledge.
You need a mat.
You need a mat, yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for having us, Matt, and we appreciate it. This was such a blast. Thank you guys for watching this latest video, and until next time, drive, fly, ride. Go electric.